Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard
line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Hey, hey, hey.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
180. Oh, here we go. Oh. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, Red. Hey, easy, easy. Hey, pick your game up.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, 5-0.
Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Defense wins championships, baby. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. With a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
5.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
I got this.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018, 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
11. Hey, Foxtrot. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself a beat.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jamie Collins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Watch the run. All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Swift. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set. 180. 52's the mic. Let's go, defense. Zero. Let's go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Alert! Watch out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoff.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 25 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. Here we go.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full count.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford, he'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had. He's got a man complete. The 30. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Moore, 83 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script play.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got LeGarrette Blount. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Alert! Hey, echo.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
11. Hey, 52. Mike 52. Let's go, baby. Hey, exit. Let's get that ball. Come on.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now he steps away. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check tight. Mike, 11. 55. Go. I got you.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. The final shot before the break. Stafford looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Garoppolo. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I'm on.
On third down, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
And
It got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Moore, 81 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford, screen pass to Blount. He's got a first down and more past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Check 43. He's checking. Crash. Hey. 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Stafford now to throw. James has got it. Complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Perry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Stanford throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Hey, gun. I can't believe
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. On first down, Swift. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Big 20. That's right, man. Show it 7.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Stafford, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
52. Hey, Red. Watch mine.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Big 20. 52. Hey, 5-0.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
He's coming. Heavy on the edges. Mike's 40.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I got this. Watch the run. 40's Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rolling to his right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist off 1st and goal. Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Garoppolo looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline now for... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something execute.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, 22!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Blue 60!
52's the mic. All day, point.
Hey!
I got him.
21!
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, 50.
One last throw here for Stanford. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now